Driving in the dark, a growing problem, is leading to some serious safety concerns on LA freeways. Investigative reporter David Goldstein is here with his exclusive story about this.
Well, Pat, we'll see it driving on our way home tonight, the dark freeways. We found about 40% of the freeway lights in LA County just don't work. Some of the freeways are blacked out, and that certainly is a safety problem. This comes despite Caltrans spending millions of taxpayer dollars to try and keep the lights on. They're ripped open like cans on the side of the freeways. Caltrans electrical boxes. They're supposed to power freeway lights and cameras. Now vandalized, wires ripped out, some with cobwebs, leading critics to say Caltrans just isn't doing enough to fix them. How long have you been fighting Caltrans?
5 years.
5 years and the lights are still out?
They're still out.
And it endangers everyone on the roads.
It seemed like the same lights that were out 3 years ago are the same ones that are still out.
Thomas Leonard saw it firsthand in his nightly commute.
Many overhead freeway signs are missing their lighting.
Like this one. Here's the Olympic Boulevard exit on the 405. You can barely make out the lettering because the lights aren't working. And many of the freeway street lights designed to make exits and entrance ramps safe are also dark. Caltrans confirms 40% of the 34,000 freeway lights in LA County don't work because of vandalism. And some haven't worked for years. People who don't know where they're going, like a driver Leonard encountered, could cause accidents for others.
So he cuts across 5 lanes, nearly hitting me, to make the I-10 exit.
And you think because the sign was out, that they couldn't see it?
I believe that they were not anticipating the I-10 exit to be that soon.
Here along the 405 north in the Sepulveda Pass, you could really see the damage. Down here, street lighting, Caltrans, this one ripped open, the wires still sticking out. The next one, Caltrans Communications, here the wires also ripped out, all of it gone. Watch as we drive down the freeway. Electrical box after electrical box after electrical box ripped open. What remains are just a few wires left dangling. Officials say thieves are stealing the copper wiring, which they sell for scrap metal. On the 10 between Santa Monica and downtown, the same thing. This box connected to a freeway sign, totally gutted, cutting off lights that are designed to keep you safe. These are serious safety concerns, right?
They are.
Brad Averitt is a certified safety engineer.
I think it's definitely putting citizens at risk.
Caltrans also says thieves are stealing fiber optic cables that control those freeway message signs and Caltrans traffic cameras. They provided this video of their North Hollywood communications hub after it was broken into and stripped of wiring. Caltrans confirms 321 of the 551 freeway cameras in LA County don't work on any given day.
We have a signaler to track out there this morning.
That makes it harder for traffic reporters like our own Kalina Estrinos to help you navigate your commute. Are you able to see all of the cameras that are supposed to be there?
Some cameras don't work, or some cameras just don't exist. Some may be stuck on an image from the day before. Others just say no image available.
In all, Caltrans reports 550 cases of wire vandalism in LA County this fiscal year, compared to just 165 10 years ago. In Orange County, there are 149 incidents this fiscal year, compared to just 6 in 2013. It cost taxpayers more than $24 million in repairs just in LA County over the past 5 years. Yet the lights are still out. Sources tell us budgets for repairs have been cut back, and some residents are frustrated.
We've asked reports on it, and we still haven't gotten the reports.
They're not being forthcoming.
No.
Terrence Gomes is with the South Robertson Neighborhoods Council. They've been fighting 5 years to get lights repaired on the entrance and exit ramps on the 10 at La Cienega. And they say Caltrans has claimed that some things were repaired when they really haven't been.
We actually have requested the service records for every light that is on the 110 freeway in our area.
Why? Because you don't believe what Caltrans is telling you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Caltrans refused an on-camera interview, but they say they do see an increase in vandalism when the prices for precious metals are up, which they are now. They've started to install these security doors with 6 inches of concrete on the freeway boxes. But we've also seen those vandalized. And they're also installing fencing and steel doors at their communications hub. But there are still hundreds of miles of freeway that need repairs.
It's almost as if Caltrans believes that once the stuff's ripped out of the poles, we'll never have lighted signs at that location again.
Now, sources tell me some of the thieves may be the unhoused who live along the freeway, as well as organized rings who sell copper wiring. Caltrans claims to be as diligent as possible, trying to prevent thefts, but as you saw, the numbers going up, despite the millions billed to taxpayers. Pat?
That was an eye-opening report, David, because you don't necessarily think that things like that happen on the freeway, and it's mile after mile, not even a mile, the boxes were ripped apart.
It's right there, and you don't know how these people do it because it's on the shoulder, it's dangerous, it takes a little bit to pull that wiring out, but it's box after box after box.
Have to be more eyes, I guess, on what's going on the freeway.
Yeah, more security.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, David.